Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, something has changed. Well, that is, if you're watching us. If you're not watching us, we are on Heard About It Dark Mode. I am here with not my usual co-host. I'm here with Kieran Rao.
Hello, everybody.
Which this time it's not fake Jason. You know why? Because Jason never made his way up to the studio like this. He was over there in the corner.
I'm moving up in the world.
Walker better watch
Take
out.
that, Jason.
What do you have to say about taking Walker's spot for an episode?
Get used to it, buddy.
Okay. Anyways, so today is going to be very kind of a different episode. We're not following the formula that we've been doing for season 2, but instead we will be doing some more fun things that we find a little bit more personal to me and Kieran versus something that me and Walker would usually understand, because half the time Kieran doesn't really know what we're talking about. How accurate is that, Kieran? Would you say?
That's pretty accurate. I don't play a lot of games. I don't watch a lot of movies, but, you know, I do listen to a lot of music. So why don't you tell us about what we're doing today?
Oh, yeah, that's a good segue. Season 1 Jackson segue you pulled right there. So today we are going to be listening to our just some video game soundtrack music that we have chosen out. We've each chosen 5, and we're going to go through them, and the other one is going to try to either like explain the motive behind it or what it's trying to demonstrate within the story of the game itself, or like the reason why it's doing that, or maybe point out a few cool music theory things, because we were both in AP music theory this past year. Yes, that's a good reaction to that class, but we'll be doing that, and then I think we're gonna do one of my songs and Kieran songs, and my songs, Kieran songs, my songs, Kieran songs, just swap back and forth. So it's kind of a fair thing, and yeah, I don't really have any announcements. Walker will be back next week, or he should be, unless something happens to him at the beach, which hopefully it doesn't. I'm not to jinx that, but we'll see. Anyways, we're going to get that started with a song from Celeste. Kieran, have you played Celeste?
I have played the introduction. That's about it.
Oh, well, good thing, because this song is right after the introduction.
Oh, okay.
So you have not gotten to it. I'm going to start it now.
Starting off, it feels very familiar.
I'm going to pause it each time. And so now with that opening segment, what do you think?
Oh, it's a little bit mysterious. Nothing's really quite settled, it feels like. It feels like you're kind of away from home almost.
Interesting. Also, we'll be skipping through these. We won't be listening to the entire thing, don't worry. How about now?
Okay, it seems right when there was that kind of shift, that cymbal came in, the piano came in, it seems like we almost got a little bit closer to home. Something became nostalgic. It felt a little bit more familiar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
Uh-huh. It's not easy.
What do you think now?
Okay, there's a lot of tension building up, and I'm kind of mad at you that you paused it right before it all resolved, but that's okay.
We'll keep going, so don't worry.
Okay. Here it is. Oh, wait.
It tricked you.
Yes, I thought it was going to resolve, but that symbol came in and then nothing really happened, which is really interesting. Because that's not something you normally see.
Or hear.
Or hear in a lot of music. So I'm interested. Where is kind of like the climax of this song is what I'm...
It's a 9-minute song, to be fair.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think now?
Okay, so there was the climax. That was the beat drop. It's interesting because it started off very almost like analog, but now we're going very more digital and a lot more 8-bit sounding.
That's also my laptop speakers that you're listening it through. So it's supposed to be like actual piano right there.
Oh,
actually,
really?
Well, kind of. I mean, it's kind of
It
what you
sounded
hear.
a little...
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, it is a pixel game.
Yeah.
So
it is kind of doing that. Anything else?
I just thought that's kind of cool. I liked how it kind of resolved. It's a good song.
I'm going to keep going because there's a lot more to this song.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do a big jump, though. What do you think about that switch?
It's interesting. It
Was it
feels almost like an interlude. Like it's kind of it's kind of like the pause between two bigger sections. I don't know if I'm right or not, but
So that part, so the thing about the Celeste songs is that they're designed to fit the levels, and so as you progress, they change into something else within the like screens, because like you're locked into a screen, and once you pass like the corner of the screen, it's gonna pause, shift over to the next segment of the map. And so these are designed to like either you're solving a puzzle and you have to keep it's a very similar thing where you keep removing something and removing, and that adds to the song. And so that's kind of like why it's built this way. Isn't that
that's
interesting?
really cool.
What do you think now?
It's pretty cool. A lot more action there.
Oh yeah,
Maybe you're
Can you
fighting like
imagine-
enemies or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. There's a lot more going on within the game itself right now, and so you have to not really fighting, but like the puzzles have become a little bit harder, and you're trying to like make your way through the place itself. And there's a lot. There are enemies, but you don't actually fight them. You just have to avoid them. And it's hopefully I'm getting that right. Hopefully the Celeste fans don't come after me. Honestly, I think that's enough for that song. It's kind of getting long. The ending changes completely, but that's just because of a cutscene. So, all right,
Okay.
your turn, Kieran.
So all of my music is from the game Red Dead Redemption 2. I did not get the memo that we could do different games, but it doesn't matter because this is the greatest game of all time, and it has some of the greatest music of all time.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to try to keep as spoiler-free as possible. Even though the music is highly tied to the game's story, I'm going to try to be as vague as I can be. So let's get into it. All right, so what do you think? Just first impressions.
It seems like probably like you're on the run. I mean, you're a wanted criminal in Red Dead, right?
I mean, yeah,
It
and
is also called Wanted
yeah,
Music Theme.
we
so
also
I'm kinda
have
stealing
the
that.
video pulled up, and it's literally called Wanted Music Theme 2. So I
I mean,
think
it does a good job of displaying that. I mean, I probably could have seen that as well.
Yeah. I started out with kind of an easy one. I wanted to kind of just lightly jump into it. But
also, don't worry about trying to make yours as long as mine. I'll try to shorten my next songs.
So there's a few cool parts in there.
Okay, it's pretty repetitive, but I like the just the constant dun 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 dun. That makes it more intense and higher energy than obviously something else. But yeah, I think it does a good job of displaying what it's trying to do.
A little bit of context behind this music. This is what's playing when you just robbed a bank or a train or something, and you're trying to escape from the law. This is when you're in that gunfight with the sheriffs, and you're trying to escape town. So you can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was it.
Okay.
You know, an easy first one. They're going to be better.
This next one's a lot shorter, and I'm just going to play the entire thing straight through because it's only 21 seconds.
Okay.
And this is from Undertale called Bergentrucking.
Sounds Swedish.
It's a Swedish or German word or something like that. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. Anyways. What do you think?
I'm honestly not quite sure what to make of that because there's two phrases in it. In the beginning of both phrases, they feel very like very familiar. Again, they sound almost like level up phrases, but then on the end of each one, kind of gets into something more mysterious, and you're like, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be used for. I really
what do you think about how it resolves though?
It sounds very almost sounds regal to me.
Does the ending kind of give you like there's more, would you say, determination behind it?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
It sounds kind of like it's instilling you with power and determination.
But the beginning is like a weary kind of like kind of swapping between sides per se.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually also another cool fact about the song. This is made using microtones. So these notes that you hear are not... Those aren't notes on a piano. Those are notes in between the notes on a piano to give it that weird effect, and that's why you're not used to hearing those kind of notes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so basically this is used before one of the final fights of Undertale. And it's used to kind of symbolize whether this person wants to kill you or not. And obviously at the end, there's more determination at it, meaning that the person ends up wanting to kill you. So it's because there's a lot of conflict within this character if they should try to kill you or not.
Okay. And that's pretty cool. I think you did a really good job, Toby Fox, of making that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
The second song, it's kind of along the same lines. I'm just going to play it and see what you think. Just starting. What
Sounds
do you
like
feel?
it's getting ready for battle.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. I'll just let it keep going. So what do you think? I want you to put it like in terms of what do you think is going on in the world right now?
like I said before, I think there's two parties about to go into battle or something about over some conflict. You can hear the melody, or not really melody, but the way it's repeating is starting from the tonic and going down a whole step each time, just doom 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 doom. But obviously not like that. I can't sing that well, so that was my attempt at a different key for it. But
yeah, you're pretty close. This is basically what plays when you fight the Lemoyne Raiders. And the Lemoyne Raiders in the game, they're a bunch of Civil War veterans who fought for their Confederates and are basically a bit salty that they lost the war. And so you'll have random encounters with them where they basically want to kill you because you've done some stuff to them.
Interesting.
Like robbery and stuff.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is basically what happens. They'll confront you on horses. Sometimes they get a Gatling gun to shoot you, blow you up with dynamite. And this is the song that plays whenever they try to kill you.
Interesting. All right. Is there more?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. My next one is from Deltarune Chapter 2. It is called Spamton. Let's start it.
I'm just going to start off and say, very groovy. I like it.
I was going to say that we're showing very different sides of game music, which is a good thing, But yeah, I'm going to keep going for a second. That's the whole thing, and then it repeats.
I'm not quite sure what those vocal chops in there were, but the song itself was really cool.
What do you think it's used for? Like, what do you think that it's trying to portray what the character is for this guy's theme?
It honestly sounds like introduction music, and it's like,
Correct. It is introduction music.
maybe he's kind of like talking down to you. I'm not really sure, honestly.
Yeah, you could say that. Spamton is a failed salesman that is really struggling in life, you could say. And I forget, I haven't played this game in a while. I'm trying to think of what it is. And so basically, what do you think I don't know how to say it, kind of like dialogue or vocal. It's not really vocals. It's this really weird part in it. But what do you think that's trying to demonstrate?
I honestly don't know because it keeps going down in pitch as the song goes on. I don't really know what that signifies, though.
First off, I think it's showing his weirdness of a character.
That's true.
No other track has something like that in the entire game. But it's also, if you listen to the lyrics, now's your chance to be a big shot. And that's his entire sales pitch to you. He's trying to sell to you something in the game. I forget what it is, but
Oh, okay. Is he an enemy in the game, or is he kind of more of a side character?
he's kind of an enemy, kind of not. You know what I mean? Kind of. I don't want to say anything because it could spoil the game for people who haven't played it, but yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty cool, right?
Interesting. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty kind of weird.
It is very strange, but it's like, I don't know.
It fits.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one is called Mountain Banjo, and it's probably one of my favorite songs off the original soundtrack for Red Dead.
I like that a lot.
I know, right?
Ooh, that was really good. That was. It feels like kind of like traveling tunes, kind of just like riding your horse, going on by. I'm sure it's not used for anything too important. I think it's just used for kind of like passing the time when you're just wandering around in the game, because I know the map is like huge in that game, and it's just got a nice tone to it.
It does have a nice tone to it. I will not lie. Before I say where it's from, I have listened to that when I've been driving in the car trying to go somewhere.
That's awesome.
Because it's a good song.
Yeah,
and
I would too.
There's more of it I would like to play, but I'm not going to bore you with that.
At first, it kind of gave me like the intro to Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
No. I'll play it right now. Because I didn't want to sing it because I forget how it goes. I just know the tune. That's very fun. I really enjoy that.
But yeah, now I'm on my third playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. I have never once heard this song in game.
Really?
Yes, I have no idea what it's for. I found it because I was looking at the actual soundtrack on Apple Music. Never once heard it, so I just threw it in there because I like it.
Should look it up.
Fun song.
Look it up where it is.
Maybe I have looked it up.
Nowhere?
Never found anywhere where it's all of it is just like unopened like Reddit threads where it's like, hey, I heard this cool song on the Red Dead soundtrack, but I can't figure out where it's from.
They might have just not thrown it in and they just recorded it for something but never used it.
Very possible.
Maybe it was for a montage that they never put in the game.
Maybe, because there's a lot of cut content. If you want to go down the rabbit hole, look at the cut content in Red Dead 2.
I'm sure. Okay. So this next one is also from Deltarune Chapter 2. It is called Faint Courage. It kind of spoils what it's for, but oh well. I'm going to stop it right there. What's your first impressions?
It's very, it's kind of sad, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to continue it. Listen to the soprano that's about to come in.
Okay. It kind of has that same melodic line where it just kind of decreases, like goes down in pitch and then goes back up. Still kind of feels like we're kind of at the same point of like where we started. Not much has happened other than that repeating line. So
now this is where it changes because there's bass introduced.
this sounds like the music that plays in the movie where the hero is at his darkest hour and the music is just trying to persuade him to like go back and fight the villain.
That
like,
is
muster up the courage.
That's exactly what it is. This is the game over screen music. And so it starts off with the descending notes. And then at the exact half point of the song, it switches over and carries all the notes to start ascending, pushing the player back into courage, back into determination to bring themselves to go back and fight the battle that they had just lost.
It's very nice. I really like it.
It's also just a lovely melody. Toby Fox is a wonderful composer.
He's gifted.
He's very gifted. Too bad he has problems with his wrists and it's hard for him to compose now. But
really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Anyways, next one.
Okay. This is kind of the first lore song we have.
Ooh.
It's another really good one.
Lyrics?
Mm-hmm. The only one with lyrics. I tried to stop before the lyrics came in, but I just want to get your initial impressions. What do you think it is?
It sounds like an opening to a song. Sounds very Red Dead. What?
What are you feeling?
Somber, maybe.
Somber? Okay. I'll let it play a little longer.
As we walk, the many things we learn, the building of a shrine, only just to burn. May the wind be at your back, good fortune touch your hand. May the cards lay out astray, all from your command. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
So, what do you think?
It's very good. I enjoy it for sure. It sounds kind of like closing credits.
Honestly, you're pretty close.
The ending, I've never played the game before, but based on the song, it seems like the main character probably dies.
Maybe. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah,
It's a very good game.
But yeah, I don't know. It's somebody has had died because of this. Somebody had to have died because otherwise the song would not be in the game.
Yeah, so basically this is when you're going up to the final fight scene, things are about to go down, and you're kind of, you know how they say, like, when you die, you kind of get a flashback of all your memories? This is what's happening. You're hearing the song playing, and you're hearing basically people telling you how great of a person you are or how troubled of a soul you have. And what's actually cool about this song is there's a different version depending on how high or low your honor is in the game. This was the high honor version, but yeah, that's the little background.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
Is that why it's replayable? Is because of the different honor levels?
That, and it's just a fantastic story. Plus, there's just so much you can do in that. It's open world, so.
So there's not much to this one. Just kind of a really weird song. This is from the Portal 2 soundtrack called The Ghost of Rattman.
So things are off. Something is going wrong or has gone wrong. Like, things are not good right now.
So what did you think from the start of the untuned piano, and then you started hearing I want to say it's a guitar or something, like that one part, and then it goes in with a children's choir, and then it goes into, I want to say it's an oboe.
I'm not sure.
Something like that. And then it goes into a synth from that almost seamlessly.
Yeah, it's crazy how it builds and builds and builds up.
With the most random instruments.
Yes.
And it works.
I know. It's so weird, but I love it so much.
It gives this like sense of uncertainty, like what is happening in this facility that I'm trapped in, with this sense of exploration of what can I do? What can I do?
Yeah. So what is going on in the game when this song's playing?
There's not, I think this plays a few times throughout the game. There's not a specific part of it. this actually might only play in the bottom, in the second, or what is it, 2 out of 3 acts of the game, so like the second one. And I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to spoil it, because I really want you to play this game because it's my favorite game of all time. And it's just to give you a sense of like eeriness, kind of. There's not much context to it, but they did a phenomenal job with it. That's for sure. And they made this entire soundtrack in-house.
Wow. So it was all made by Portal 2.
Yeah, it was
audio
all
engineers. Wow, that is so good.
They didn't outsource any of their stuff. It's all Valve.
Wow. Valve can show up, or they show up and they don't show.
They haven't made like a good single player game on desktop for so many years because they haven't just like made one. The last one that they made was phenomenal, which was Half-Life Alyx, and that was VR though, so it wasn't really. Yeah. And people are still waiting on that Half-Life 3 because Half-Life 2 Chapter 2 left on a huge cliffhanger, apparently, and like for a long time, Gabe Newell, the CEO of Valve, had said Half-Life 3 is in progress of making, but then there's a sudden shift where he just like, anytime somebody asked him about Half-Life 3, he would say, I'm not going to answer that at all. Like in interviews, you can watch these videos online and there's just no more information on Half-Life 3 at all.
Really?
Anymore. It's so, and then people want Portal 3 as well, but there wouldn't be a need for it.
Yeah. We're getting GTA 6 before Half-Life 3.
Probably. All right. Last song of the day. I think this will be the last thing we do on the episode. We did want to talk about SpaceX and stuff, but I don't really feel we need to. You can look up Starship IFT-4 if you're really interested in what happened with that. But I don't know. I just feel like that goes too far away from what this podcast is really about, even though we seem to have had a space discussion in our past 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, continue on with the song, Kieran.
Okay, this is American Venom
from Red Dead 2. Well, right off the bat, you had like all the horns and stuff, and that was very like, time to go, let's do this. And then you're into the early 2000s,
the drums, yeah.
Oh, well, no, it's actually analog drums. I heard that wrong. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really good. That guitar just came out of nowhere, but it's a very welcome surprise that really just like, I'm trying to think what this is used for. This is probably like another getting ready for battle. I think there's a lot of getting ready for battle in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. What's the context of this?
I'm gonna play it a little bit out, just a little bit longer, and see if you can gauge anymore. Okay. That's the meat of the song. That's most of it.
Wow. So. Maybe you're in battle at this point. I don't know what happens in Red Dead, so I'll just keep going to battle. Can you give me the context of the song, Kieran?
Yeah, so you're not wrong. It is a battle song, but did you sense any like kind kind of like revenge from this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like the get back song. This is the final song. Like this is where you finish the game.
Okay.
Not going to go any more specific than that. But this is where you kind of you avenge some people, you know? You take down the villain and you make right what's right.
Interesting.
So, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And a little interesting thing about American Venom is there's a video on YouTube I watched a few days ago where it's the same song, what you just listened to, put over different like gunslinger fight scenes and from different movies. So like Django Unchained, a bunch of the spaghetti westerns, all that. And it works in every single one of them. So go look at that up if you're
awesome.
bored. But yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know. That was really cool. I think you picked some fine music.
I think you did also. You picked some amazing music.
You thought so. Now, do you want to play any of those games?
I really want to get Portal a shot after hearing that track.
Because like
it was haunting.
Mm-hmm. And I've had you try it before, right?
Yeah, but I never really got that deep into the storyline. It was kind of just like, ooh, puzzles.
The storyline is rich.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not as rich as like something like, I don't know, Undertale. But it's there. It's very present. You're very clearly able to see what the storyline is. Now, I will say, there's a really good A plot that you get to see visually firsthand, and you're part of it. There's also a B plot that you have to look for in hidden rooms and stuff from both Portal 1 and 2 to be able to uncover the secrets and try to put together the pieces of the secret lore of Portal, because there is a lot there.
I think that's really cool. I love that. I feel like games nowadays don't have enough of the like little secret stuff.
There's like a whole character that is never spoken of in the entire game unless you see something on specific walls.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
you can only learn from him from the writing on the walls in certain places.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I need to dust off my old 360.
Well,
Pop in Portal.
on Steam, you can get them both for like $2.
Really? $2?
Yeah, they go on sale all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good deal then.
We Steam share, so you'll be able to get my copies anyways. And Jason has copies as well. But anyways, that about wraps it up for today.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. A little bit of a shift.
This episode of Heard About It, Dark Mode.
Hey, you
Or
definitely
heard about it at night.
heard about it today.
That was horrible. We're not cutting it on that. Walker, hello. Hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you made it this far. Hopefully you lasted out as long as you always say. We hope you have good attention spans, because if you haven't gone this far, have I got some words for you? No, not actually. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and maybe an episode could come back like this in the future. Maybe we get do another wacky, crazy thing, make this an actual thing with Heard About It Dark Mode or Heard About It at Night, and we could bring back Jason for a few episodes. Maybe he might be interested to be more a part of it if he's actually involved in the show, and we could actually have me, Walker, Kieran, and Jason all four at this table and have two different camera perspectives of us all, and we could maybe even be playing like a board game or just, I don't know. Ideas are flowing, ideas are on their way, so hopefully we'll do something with this. If not, oh well, we'll get a live stream to you soon. Anyways, thank you guys, and y'all have a good night. Bye.